Hi, welcome to your new Jay Flight 28 BHBE by Jayco. We're going to start your tour on the outside of the trailer, beginning with the propane system. It's located up front. It comes with a crossover regulator. What that means, whatever direction this handle is pointing at, is the tank that it will draw from. However, when this tank empties, it will automatically draw from the other tank over here without you having to adjust this. We also have your battery storage. This particular unit is set up with sway control, which is extra. We have your solar ready connection point. And we also have your breakaway switch for the trailer. If this pin is pulled out, it will engage the trailer brakes. Sometimes that can be a source of brakes sticking on in a trailer as well. This unit is equipped with an electric tongue jack. If for any reason it is not working properly, you can remove this plug on the top right here and use the manual crank from the front storage compartment. You'll notice we have a loading light as well as a separate loading light here. See straight through access to your front storage compartment. Here we have a stabilizing jack located at the four corners of your trailer. They are not used to level the trailer, merely to stabilize. The crank for these is also in the front storage compartment. Going to the back and the outside of the trailer, we have a storage compartment right above your output for the black and gray water. Here we have your gray water. Here we have your black water tank valves. Outside access to your hot water tank. Of note here, you have the drain plug and a pressure relief valve. It's a good idea if you're filling the hot water tank to make sure this is engaged. Next we have your park power supply. Outdoor shower. Connection point for your city or campground water, as well as a port for flushing out your black water tank. Next we'll come around to your outdoor barbecue. Functions with a quick connect, and that quick connect connects in here. Then on the trailer side we have a propane port here that is also a quick connect, so that simply gets connected in there. Now it's important to notice that there is a valve on these ports, so that would be closed, and that is now open. Once connected, turn to the max position, light with your barbecue. It's important to note on this trailer that we have your venting for your fridge underneath the awning, so make sure that this stays clear at all times, as there needs to be airflow up underneath the awning. Talking about the awning, I want you to also notice that there are speakers on the awning on either end that can be used via the stereo inside the unit. It's also important to know, since this is under the awning, that this will get really hot when in use, so make sure that nobody touches it. We have your output for a TV underneath your awning and a mount for it as well as the GFCI protected power outlet here. Here we have the input for your fresh water. So here we have your crank for your electric tongue jack and your stabilizing jacks. Going into the inside of the trailer now. We'll note fire extinguisher, your carbon monoxide propane detector. There's a button here to test to make sure it's still functioning. It's a good idea to press it and make sure it is functioning every once in a while. I suggest 6 months. That way you can test it at the same time as you test your smoke detector. You can test this by pressing in the center and holding it until it sounds. Go into the bedroom first. Know that there is a charging center. We have a 12-volt plug-in, as well as USB ports. This bed lifts up to give you access to the storage compartment underneath. There's an emergency exit in the bedroom. Press down this black tab, push the handle forward and then out, releasing the window. Then pull the knob, lift up and out to remove the screen, and you can escape to safety. Now, this particular unit has a mirror and TV system that if you unlock it, now your TV is in the bedroom, and now the mirror is back. Pretty fancy. It all locks into place right here. Continuing on into your living room, you'll notice your remotes in here. Also important to note in here, the button on the for the antenna to engage or disengage the antenna. It's important to look at that. You can see that the green light is on. Now it's off, on, off. It's important to look at that if your cable or antenna are not working properly. You can try pressing that button and that could be the issue. Here we have your stereo. Of note, you'll see that there's Bluetooth capabilities, connectivity, there's an auxiliary port, USB, as well as HDMI. There's 2 zones on the stereo. 1 is inside the trailer, and 2, you can listen to your radio outside the trailer under your awning from the awning speakers. So, of note in this particular unit, you have this nice fireplace, which is fancy. You can control it from here or from the remote provided. You'll see I'm sitting there pressing this. Oh no, it doesn't work. Well, on the units with the fireplace, it's important you realize there is a switch over here that switches it from hot water to fireplace. So now we've switched it to fireplace. Let's try this again. Beautiful. So if you need your electric hot water heater, that'll have to be up. The fireplace will have to be off. Another important feature or part of this trailer would be the indication center here. We have your battery indicator. We We have your freshwater, black water, and gray water tanks. We also have the switch for your water pump, for your hot water heater on gas, and for your hot water heater on electric. We have the main lighting switches for the trailer, your awning control in and out, as well as your slide in and out. Of note, here we have your range top. It has an igniter. Switch it to the light, and it lights. Same goes for everyone. Now, the oven does the same thing, except when you turn it to the light position, you must press and hold it. And turn the igniter, and then it will light. Next we come to the power center. You have your breakers and fuses here. Looking under here, you can see this panel here. There's one screw that you remove right there, and this panel comes out, and that will give you access to your water pump. And this is located under your kitchen sink here. Going to another important item, your thermostat. Press the thermostat. It's capacitive touch, it lights up. You don't have to press the button hard for it to cycle through the options. We have your cold, heat, and just the fan. And you can cycle through high, low on the fan and raise and lower the temperature for the furnace or the air conditioner. Notice the nice stairs that slide out for the bunk. Nice little feature, and then they fold back for traveling. Access to the back of the hot water tank can be gained through here, or if you're really thin, through that outside compartment. It is behind that board there. Simply remove it and you can change the hot water tank between a winter mode and summer mode. We have your fridge. We have 3 modes. We have auto, which goes between electric or propane, whatever's present. I believe it'll default to electric. We have just electric, and then we have just propane. Take a look at your bathroom here. This is the main GFCI for the unit. If you have any plugs that aren't working for whatever reason, sometimes it's a matter of this has been tripped, so you have to press the reset button. And that could be your problem. Last thing I would note is the air conditioning. When the air conditioning is turned on and these are open, most of the air will come through here. If you want the AC to come out of these ports that are located throughout the trailer, you close that, and then the air will be forced to these ports throughout the trailer. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, I just made a new word for you. We have your dinette table. This can be folded down to a bed, but it's a little different than the traditional. You pull this yellow tab over, the pin pops out, and then you can collapse the table. Some of them can be a little stiff, so don't be afraid to give it a little bit of extra effort. That does it for our tour. Hopefully we've given you a few tips that can help you get started. Otherwise, don't hesitate to call, and we'll be happy to give you any information that we can.